Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this video to the best of my abilities without getting overly emotional. I was diagnosed with alopecia areata in my teens. I've wanted to post this video for a really long time. Like, I wanted to record it, but I never had the strength to do it. Sorry. And for some reason, I guess I was embarrassed. Yeah, but there's like so many questions sometimes that you guys ask. So I got really emotional, so I said, let me just start over and try my best to do this. So it took a while for me to do this video because I wasn't ready to, I guess, face it to the public that like I went through this event, because so many people had depended on me for being like one of the first people to go natural. So I think it was more me being ashamed, even though there was nothing I could really do about it. So going through these pictures, it's really hard for me. So I'm going to try to keep it together. But this was the day that I cut my hair, and I said that I was done with having my hair fall out. You know, I cried that day, and you know, a lot went through my head. It was right before my birthday, and this was actually, I'm sure you guys seen this picture. This was the day before my birthday, and this was the day after my birthday. So I did not go out. I did nothing that year because I just felt so ugly and hideous, and I just didn't want anybody to see me. I had broke out so bad during this time because I literally just felt so self-conscious. My self-esteem was really low, and I just did not want to go anywhere. I didn't want people to see me. I didn't want anyone to know, and I was just battling this basically with myself. The only person that knew was my boyfriend, but other than that, and obviously my family, but I really just battled this alone, and I was in such a sad place, and looking at these pictures, it really, gets me down, just because I don't want anyone that's going through this to go through the things that I did. So as you can see, my hair was growing in really weird patterns, and there were some places that just refused to grow. But, it became September when I said that I no longer was going to take pictures to document this, because I had to learn that life was too short and there was more to be thankful for. And that was the year that I lost someone very dear to me, and I realized that life was too precious to be worrying about something as small as not having hair. So there was once a time where the doctor told me that I may never have hair again. And, looking at these two pictures, it's like the last time I straightened my hair, and it just goes to show that God is good. And that if you're going through this, your hair doesn't define who you are. You are still just as beautiful. And just know that. My hair started to fall out, I want to say at 17. I didn't know what was going on per se, but as time went on, it just got worse. Now, if you know anything about my natural hair journey, I went natural at 15 is when I stopped relaxing my hair, 15 or 16. So as you can imagine, I was like, okay, what's going on, whatever, just thinking like maybe I'm just not doing what I need to do as far as taking care of my natural hair. And then it wasn't until I had washed my hair and I had like chunks of hair coming out, and I was like, I don't think this is normal, so I ended up getting a weave, and it was like this straight weave, I remember, because I was just like, okay, this is like kind of extreme. And I used to always do my hair. I was always playing in my hair. Just always trying to like learn stuff about it, because I was natural, and like people were asking me about being natural because nobody was really going natural yet. So like I was always like in my hair, and then it just started getting really thin. I've always had really, really thick hair. So I was just like, let me just put a weave in. Maybe I just need a protective style for a while. And when I took the weave out, I remember having bald spots. So I was like, okay, like obviously this is not, you know, normal. It wasn't like it was like super tight or like whatever the case may be. So I went to a doctor, and basically he was just like, oh, this is common in the African American community. This is common in the black race. This is traction alopecia. I was trying to explain to him that prior to me getting the weave, I had been losing hair, and he was like, oh no, like this always happens with black people. We see this all the time. So, you know, taking it upon myself, I was like, no, I'm not going to accept that as a reason when I'm telling him that I wear my own hair. Like, this is not like, you know, so anyways, it got worse as time went on. And I remember before I had went to that doctor, I had actually went in the bathroom, and my boyfriend was in the room, and I went and bought scissors and I cut off all my hair. And he was really supportive of everything prior to cutting my hair. He was just like, it's gonna grow back, don't worry. Like, he was very sweet throughout the whole thing. And then I remember he opened the door and seen me bald, and he was like, wow, like you really cut your hair off. And it was like, I was crying, but like at the same time I was like happy because I knew I didn't have to see like clunks of hair. And when I say like my hair was long when I cut it, like my hair was like down here, like stretched. It was long. I cut all of it off. And then finally I started seeing a doctor whose name was Dr. Cardenas. And you know, she was really nice. And then one day she was like, let's do a biopsy because it looks like something that I think I know what it is. So anyway, she did a biopsy. I had pieces of my scalp cut out all around my head. It was like a procedure. Like, I literally was numb. I literally had, I want to say 7 holes in my head, stitches and everything. And she did the biopsy, and then she called me back basically a week later to tell me that I was diagnosed with alopecia areata. For those who don't know, alopecia areata is an autoimmune disease. So basically your immune system is attacking your hair follicles. I've heard that it's connected to lupus sometimes, but I'm not really sure. I didn't really like look up that whole scenario. Alopecia is a prevalent autoimmune skin disease resulting in the loss of hair on the scalp and anywhere else on the body. It usually starts with 1 or more small, round, smooth patches on the scalp and can progress to total scalp hair loss, which is alopecia totalis. Right? Yeah, so it progressively got worse. I was getting cortisone shots in my head, I believe like once a week or once every 2 weeks. I don't even remember at this point. I had so much medication. I mean, I had like so many like treatments to rub on my scalp, and then like the majority of them contain like things that I would never really use on my hair, like mineral oil and stuff like that. So one day I just threw them out. I said, you know what, whatever, I'm over this. Pretty much my camera decided to die, but all I wanted to finish the video with was just to say I ended up using only natural products. I was using lavender oil, rosemary oil, tea tree oil, olive oil, and sweet almond oil. Those literally were the only things I was rubbing on my scalp. And I just put it in God's hands, and I started praying on it. And, you know, I just let time pass, and then look at me now. I know I still have a long way to go. I mean, my hair is much thinner than it's ever been, but it's getting thicker. My roots are getting so thick, and I know I'm almost there. So if you're going through this, I'm here for you. And all that I ask you guys to do is share this video, because there may be somebody that's in that same predicament that I was in, especially someone that's young. And I'm here and making this video just simply so that I can help that one person. So please do me a favor, like this video, share this video, do whatever you can to get this video out just for anybody going through this situation, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I really hope that you guys are supportive. And like usual, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JaMexicanBeauty, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.